Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Nilah, and I'll be taking on the Diana adventure again. It's relatively challenging of an adventure, so I figured might as well play through it the second time. Well, on camera at least. In theory it should be easy, because Nilah is 3 stars and she's at a high enough level. But I can be wrong. Things can turn out pretty poorly for me. Honestly, Vi is pretty decent. We do a lot of drawing and discarding with Nilah, so in theory it's synergistic. Let's just reroll these powers, mostly because I don't really feel like they're any good. Ooh. No way I'm passing up the legendary powers. Is there a higher chance of legendary powers in this run? It seems like I'm getting them pretty consistently. Just last time around I went ahead and got the evolution on Aatrox, and now we're going ahead and getting power overwhelming. And not really exciting picks going on. I think I got lucky that I got Jenna at the very least. The Clover Enforcer grant an allied champion +4/+4, and it strikes the strongest enemy, I suppose. Okay, that's good. Mystic Shot's always good. And this is our deck. Could be worse. I think as long as I draw Nilah early on, I should be fine. None of these are Nilah, so let's mulligan them. There she is. We even get a second copy of her. Not that I really need it. Can't do anything about that, so let's just hope that I can actually make it through the end of the run without dying to the, you know, to the burn from the opponent's power. Yeah, it's fine. I'm mostly doing this just for the sake of the rally effect. We managed to go ahead and deal 4 damage, 8 damage to the opponent's Nexus. That's pretty decent. I can double Mystic Shot something down. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll double Mystic Shot that unit. I'm going to draw 2 champions. The opponent doesn't even attack because there's no point. Need to get something going. Let's do this, I suppose. And I'll also play Vi down. I deal 19, of course the opponent blocks. No reason for him not to. And because most of his units had lifesteal, he's going to stay alive for a while longer. I can force something to be struck by Vi. If only the opponent went ahead and summoned 2 units. Now I kind of wasted that.
In you, I see my will made manifest. Jana,
I'm just going to do this. Try to develop a full board. Also that I can win with an open attack this turn.
accept my challenge. Something up my sleeve.
I'm worried that I might end up decking myself with this deck. We are drawing a lot of cards. But then again, this is only the beginning, so maybe things will be alright. Let's cut. Oh, let's reroll once. I don't really want cards that had more value. But I suppose I should take the Bull Shark because it's cheap enough. Shop, Slotbot, Spells Chest. Let's go for the shop. Let's try to get the cost reduction power. Maybe cards you draw this round cost 1 less. That would be ideal. But there's no guarantee that I'll be able to get that. Yeah, I'll drop on the Nilah. The extra +1/+1 means she survives the pull from the Mountain Goat. Next turn I'll be able to go Bull Shark, Acorn. That's pretty decent. Or Acorn, Patrol Warden. That's decent as well.
It's a big responsibility to shepherd stars.
This way I'll also be able to mitigate the damage taken from the blades in the dark. Oh no. I guess I'm losing Nilah this round. Or not, it chose to kill the Patrol Warden for some reason. I don't understand why. I'm just going to go ahead and try to deal or try to get rid of as many cards as possible from my hand.
A game. Go on then.
Next turn I'm going to draw +4 at the start of the turn. Can actually clear the board here with the Piltover Enforcer because it's going to be doubled up. Now I have a massive Nilah.
May all those who journey find what they seek.
And I can also do this. Shuffle that back in. Get more spell mana. I can make it so that thing ceases to be.
Behold the power of the seventh seal!
Wait, why didn't that get doubled up? Oh, I guess because Miriam, the temple caretaker. Okay, now I see why. Well, I guess this is still enough to deal 26 damage to the opponent's Nexus.
My journey ends.
Could be worse. But I've been completely unable to attack.
Those that fell were never lost.
Please no.
An exuberant flow.
Okay, it doesn't do anything. Maybe I should have tried to play more cards, just so I could avoid the 2 damage from the opponent's power. Well, game over. No way the opponent has a way to survive this.
Not the stars.
He can only block one of my units.
The river bends but never breaks.
How close are we to the mid-boss? I feel like we should be safe against Nocturne. Yeah, sure. Patrol Warden with that thing means it attacks right away, and I can get rid of it right away. Wounded Prey is fine-ish, I guess. Okay, so after this encounter we take on the Nocturne. One card in my hand is going to be it's going to have its cost reduced to 0 every round. Maybe keeping some of my higher cost cards is fine then. Yeah, whatever you say, opponent. Piltover Enforcer, costing 0.
No matter what it takes.
Okay, I can play it alongside Nilah.
Lean on compassion when we lose our footing.
Sure, but really.
And that thing's going to perish. Yep. Ooh. Kana is definitely something that I'm going to play right now.
Fill your lungs.
No two ways about it.
Anna.
And then I'm going to double up on the acorn. And I'm going to double trouble, get a full board. Or almost a full board. And I'll attack like so, sure. The opponent has captured my Nilah, which is a bit unfortunate. But my board is growing, and next turn I'm going to be able to rally if he goes ahead and removes one of my acorns from the board. Yeah, sure. You're free to do whatever you want, opponent.
In you, I see my will made manifest. Jana.
Because the game's already over, you just don't realize it.
That's how we do it.
Trust me. And your footing.
Okay. Let's block there, block there.
Away with you. Your wickedness
I'll take the
shall not
3.
prosper.
No, please.
I get to rally. I'm going to... Yeah, I want Crash Gambler.
Humbling.
No point.
Come on, chase!
I don't need to. My units keep growing. Next turn, I'm pretty sure I win because Vi deals 5. That's 8, that's 9. Yeah, that's more than enough damage. The opponent didn't really have a chance, did he? It's alright. Nocturne can put up a bit more of a challenge. Diana was a bit underwhelming the last time we fought her though. I'm sure it was just a one-time thing. Discreet invitation. Nah, let's go for the Jagged Butcher. It's just a solid 1-drop. Afterlife Forbidden. Nah, I want something better. Follow the Wind. I guess. Could be worse. What card do I cut? Might be maybe the Suit Up. Suit Up is the weakest link. I think the Jagged Butcher is the weakest link, even though I just got it. In my defense, all the cards that were being offered in that reward were very underwhelming, so I just picked the slightly above the other ones. Yeah, sure, let's play the Patrol Warden, get some damage going. Full pass. Now my Patrol Warden has more stats than the opponent's units. Let's marry him. Refill my spell mana. I'm not worried about card draw at all. I'll gladly trade that in. And I'll save the Acorn for a later turn of rallying. Right. When the enemy strikes the player's nexus, grant their copies of that unit everywhere +2/+0. So that guy's what's it called? Pesky Spectre just got +2/+0 everywhere.
Feel the breeze and know you
It
have
could be
my
worse. Let's go for this attack. If he wants to just trade in his
storm unrelenting.
Nocturne that way, I'll gladly take the trade.
I sense a joy within you, also pain.
There is joy
Really?
even in pain.
You would rather proc the Nightfall of the Unspeakable Horror than the Evershade, which is infinite value. Can't say I understand the opponent's decision. Oh well. I'm pretty sure I just sees his existence in this turn.
I cast thee out.
Yep, more than enough damage.
Justice is served. Truly, this is the greatest of joys.
Pretty simple, honestly. Didn't expect the opponent to have that bad of a draw. I think opponent had Nocturne had a much better hand the last time I fought him. But it could just be my impression. Yeah, sure. Spell burn helps us, well, burn the opponent's health bar a bit better. Especially considering we can duplicate spells that are fleeting. Let's toss both of those. I'll keep the Pool Shark. Not the greatest hand in the world. Well, we got Nilah, that's all that matters. That thing's a problem. I'm going to have to take the 5.
And I smile.
I can still block the Hapless Aristocrat, however.
Is lacking.
I do take 10. Not as great as just taking 5. But fine. Let's go Patrol Warden. Force the opponent into a trade. That's unfortunate. Well, I can actually kill that thing with my units. Bull Sharks have Challenger. So let's keep trying to keep the opponent's board under control, even though it's kind of hard. I can double up on buys. I think I'll do that. Two buys are decent enough blockers. Also, I'll play one Acorn and hope this is enough to survive.
Come, test your might.
There, 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 and there. Yeah, I have no other options. I have to trade in the Nilah. Unfortunate. And then I can't even properly benefit off of the rally.
The egg. Did it move?
Whatever. We're going to level up by here. Ooh. Nilah. That's exactly what I wanted. With double Nilah we even get more buffs. That's very good for me. And terrible for the opponent. Because now I'm certain I'm going to win, even if it's not this turn.
Here's the fun part.
Level up Vi by doing this. The opponent's going to take 5 from Vi. Unfortunately the opponent blocked the non-overwhelmers and that was enough to survive. He's still taking a bunch of damage. Mostly from Nilah. But next turn I'm pretty sure I can win, right? That's one way to win.
Unrelenting. What terrorizes you? Take me to them.
Actually no, it's not. The Patrol Warden doesn't deal enough damage to go ahead and kill the opponent.
Come on.
I strike a unit while attacking, so that won't work either.
Be the problem. Is that all you have?
Well, at the very least I'll be able to use it to force the opponent into a trade.
Every soul for a month is woven.
Can you not? Oh right, Spellburn. Maybe I will be able to end up killing the opponent.
I seize the initiative.
Can even go Mariam in order to refill my spell mana.
In you, I see my will made manifest. Jana, your wind makes my burdens lighter.
And then, oh no, I don't have enough. Unfortunate. I do get very close, however. If only my cards costed 0, or one of my cards costed 0, I could have been able to close out the game right then and there.
Zephyr heralds the squall.
Well, at the very least I can do it now at burst speed. I just have to do this.
An exuberant blow.
Just like that. But I did take a bunch of damage there.
Sails onward.
About 12 if I'm not mistaken. That's too much. I'll make it back somehow. Octo Adventurer, yeah, it's flexible enough. And it's better than the other options. Gotcha, sure. Let's see what the shop has in store for us. Get soul. When you increase an ally's stats with the spell, increase them by 2 more. Yeah, I'll take it. I don't know if it's going to be good in this deck, but I'm curious. It works with the Eye of the Storm and the Sweet Up, I suppose. Your elemental spells and skills. That would be actually nothing. So there's no point in buying the luge. Citrus Courier item chest. Let's see what the Citrus Courier encounter does. I don't remember ever encountering it. So I'm doing this just to satisfy my own curiosity. Can I get one game where I start off with the attack token and not the opponent?
Fresh catch? Well, it was fresh.
I don't know if there has ever been a game where I did start with the attack token in this run, so I'm not sure. But what I am sure of is that I took a bunch of damage here and I didn't even manage to keep my first Nilah around.
Where do you stand?
I'm not pleased with that.
Submit to ecstasy.
The opponent certainly has the Evershit Stalker in hand, and I'm going to need a way to deal with it. But I won't be able to because I don't think I have a way. Well, I can double up Shen at least.
Hear me. You are not alone.
Then I can Miriam. Get more spell mana.
You, I see my will made manifest.
It doesn't pull
Your wind makes my
Nilah
burdens lighter.
with the Dark Water Scourges. Oh, I guess Nilah has 1 extra health, so she survives. I thought she could be killed by them. Never mind.
Storm unrelenting.
I wonder. Let's just attack like so.
Be out.
Actually, no. I can Eye of the Storm in order to
My wind is
kill the
at your
opponent.
work.
It's +4 minus, and
Power of the
every
seal.
buff hit actually gives an additional +2. So Nilah was at 11, she went up to 15. Gets Swole +4, of the Storm +4, so it worked. At least I think it did. I didn't really manage to count if it worked properly or not. Let's just hope it did, and that was the reason I won. Yeah, Excavator Charge is nice. Citrus Courier, 18 health, gift, add 2 cards. Select a card and add 2 copies of it to your deck. Nope, not necessary. I would rather take the health, thank you. And then I can cut a card here. Definitely the suit up. With how fast my units are growing, the suit up just ends up being a dead draw. I guess it's a way to tutor for a champion, but cutting it from my deck just means more consistency anyway. So it doesn't matter. Unlucky. We got double trouble on our opening hand. We'll manage.
Jana, I answer.
At the very least I'll be able to do this for a very early aggressive turn.
Your ill intent.
Let's see how the opponent trades in. Figures. It's still fine. As long as I can keep my unit around, or at least 1 unit around, to have it grow.
Find your own light within the darkness.
Ooh, it's tempting to use the gotcha there, but I'm going to wait.
Night flowers upon my blade.
The promise of a new moon upon
Yeah, I'm going to use the Mystic Shot there. I need the card draw. Simple fact here is that the opponent has a little bit too much of an early game presence going on, not being able to consistently deal with it. Full Shark is exactly what I need. Do I do it? I'm going to do it. I'm going to hold off on playing Jana for 1 extra turn. And then I'll go for her. It's unfortunate that he stunned the ephemeral one, but I have to attack anyway.
no recourse.
I can't leave him with a board. Sure, I'll keep this around. Octo Adventurer, Piltover Enforcer, Nilah. I'm going to do this.
Fill your lungs.
Next turn or I can do it now. Yeah, I'll do it now. He gets rid of both the opponent's units.
A gentle breeze.
And then next turn I'm going to draw 1 extra card off of the Octo Adventurer, being discarded. Which means, in theory, I can go Nilah into all of this.
I will aid you, Luther, for you face monsters.
It is the
And then I... And then we use the gotcha for the discard effect. I'm going for the pull shard, which is excessive, but it's still fine because I can do this. And I do more than enough damage to close out the game while leveling up in the process. Not that I needed to, but fine. That was underwhelming. I guess next time I'll just try to go for the harder adventure. But yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Until then.